Hello, my children. Miss Mano here. I hope you're doing well at home. Before we start, have you done the quiz on Scholastic about King Arthur? If you haven't, go do that first. Okay, today we will talk about conjunctions. Do you remember in class I said you already knew what these were? It's because you do. Think. What poster do we have in the classroom that you use especially with Miss Ana Maria in critical thinking exercises? Yes, the connectors poster. Well, conjunctions are connectors. They are also called connectives. So what are conjunctions? Conjunctions are words we use to connect ideas. The most common conjunctions are and, so, but, or, and because. Let's see this example. King Solomon was a wise man. How many verbs are there in this sentence? Only one. Was. Now, how many ideas are there in this sentence? Again, only one. Let's look at this other sentence. He had a huge palace. How many verbs are there in this sentence? One. Had. And how many ideas? Only one. Sentences like these ones, where there is only one idea, are called simple sentences. They only have one verb or one verb phrase. I can join or connect two simple sentences, that is, two different ideas, by using a conjunction. Let's look at these two sentences. King Solomon was a wise man. He had a huge palace. What conjunction can I use to connect these two sentences? Or, but, because, so, and. Let's try. King Solomon was a wise man, or he had a huge palace. That doesn't make sense. These are not two different options, and or connect sentences that are different options. Another one. King Solomon was a wise man, but he had a huge palace. That doesn't make sense either. But connects ideas that are usually the opposite or contrary. These sentences are not opposite ideas. King Solomon was a wise man because he had a huge palace. That doesn't work either. Was the king wise because he had a huge palace? No. King Solomon was a wise man, so he had a huge palace. That doesn't seem right either. The king has a huge palace because he is a king, not because he is wise. King Solomon was a wise man, and he had a huge palace. That's it. Both ideas complement each other, and that is when we use the connector and. This new sentence, King Solomon was a wise man and he had a huge palace, is a compound sentence. A compound sentence is a sentence made up of two simple sentences joined or connected with a conjunction. Here I have two simple sentences. The queen arrived. King Solomon invited her in. They are simple sentences because each one only has one verb and one idea. Now, let's make a compound sentence by connecting them with a conjunction. You try. What conjunction can I use to connect these two sentences? Or, but, because, so, and. Important tip! If you are not sure about which conjunction to use, think of the sentences in Spanish. Conjunctions in English work the same way as in Spanish. Do you have the answer? Let's see. The queen arrived and King Solomon invited her in. Great job! The queen arrived, so King Solomon invited her in could also work. So remember, simple sentences only have one verb and one idea. Compound sentences are sentences that we create by connecting two simple sentences with a conjunction or connector. And the conjunctions we can use are and, or, but, so, and because. Now that you know about simple and compound sentences and conjunctions, do activity 2. Print and solve the worksheet about the topic. You can watch this video again if you need extra help. Then do activity 3, a listening exercise about Robin Hood. First, match the picture with the vocabulary. Then do the listening activity. Even though this is only practice, this is a timed activity, so respect the instructions I left for you there. Finally, if you want to keep practicing what you learned today about simple and compound sentences and conjunctions, down below you will find 3 extra printable exercises. That is all for today. Take care, keep learning, and wash your hands. Bye!